right. So episode 10 is here. Episode 10. CJ Squared has made it to 10 episodes. Those who didn't think we would make it, too bad. We did. All right, so 10. That's 10. So guess what? I'm JV.
I'm Chris.
I'm Joey.
That's Joey. Hey, we are CJ Squared. And of course, we are here to do what, Joey? What are we here to do tonight?
We're gonna educate them, JB.
Okay, I'm gonna say, all right, we're gonna give you an education, right? We're gonna hook you up with this good CJ Squared knowledge, right? So,
everybody.
All right, so I'm gonna start it off, right? Because it's a big week, right? A big week. So NBA playoffs, play-in games happening, and don't forget the NFL schedule just released. I know we haven't talked about hockey. Hockey playoffs started. The Capitals won their first match, right? Overtime. So it's good stuff. Got baseball going on too. Yankees, Braves. Chris, you have a team?
Balling.
I like the Boston Red Sox.
You got the Red Sox. So,
we're good.
We got baseball going on, but tonight we hitting you with that NBA knowledge, right? The NBA all day. But before the NBA, we got to talk about this NFL schedule, and we're going to talk about which game we are looking forward to seeing the most, right? I mean, it's going to be so many great games, so many great matchups on paper right now, but for us, we have some games that we are really looking forward to. So I'm going to pass it over to you, Chris, let them know.
Yeah, so I'm going to go to week 12. Ooh. And Cleveland, Baltimore. I think this should be interesting. I think finally with Cleveland looking like they're maybe turning the corner. Last year they got to the divisional round and lost.
Yeah.
So it looks like this is a huge year for them. And with Baltimore, maybe they can. I saw that Cleveland has not won the NFC or the AFC North since 1989. So. Wow. This year, this is a big year for them. So, I mean, Pittsburgh's still there. We see Roethlisberger coming back. They won it last year, but I think I'm excited to see if Cleveland can kind of turn the corner and finally win the AFC North. And I think this is going to be a huge game for that. And it was, remember last time they played, that was the Lamar Jackson game where he came out and then went back in and won it for him. So
they use the bathroom, right?
Yeah, they use the bathroom. Yeah, so I think I'm really looking forward to this game. So I mean, like you said, there's a ton of good ones, but that's the one I'm looking forward to.
Okay, nice. What about you, Joey?
JB, Chris, I could go to week 2, Thursday night, September 16th, and see the G-men come to FedEx Field and wipe the Washington football team up and down the field. But I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there.
All those football team fans out there mad now.
I'm not going to go there. I know that the Giants are not ready to go to the Super Bowl. They're ready to win the division, but they're not ready to go to the Super Bowl. Therefore, I'm going to go to some Super Bowl contenders. Week 2, huge game. You got the defending AFC champions, Kansas City Chiefs, who will be healthy, going into Baltimore. Yeah, when you go into Baltimore to play the Baltimore Ravens, it's going to be a very physical game.
Yeah.
Godfather, I apologize for mentioning this because the Godfather, being a Steelers fan, hates the Baltimore Ravens. This may be a possible AFC championship. This may be an AFC championship preview. Chiefs at Baltimore.
Yeah.
2 of the best quarterbacks in the entire league going at it. So early, week 2, it's going to be hot. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting game. Yeah. Very interesting game.
Yeah, the Chiefs seem to be the Ravens' kryptonite, though, right? That's a big game for them. And it's crazy that both of you guys have the Ravens in that big matchup. All right, so
sorry, Godfather.
I'm gonna be the homer, right? For me, the big matchup. I was thinking the first game the Cowboys play an NFC East opponent, but I gotta go to week 1 because if you want to be the champ, you gotta beat the champ. You got to beat the champ if you want to be the champ. And I was reading today that Tom Brady has never lost to my beloved Cowboys. My beloved Cowboys. He's never lost to them. But Dak has never lost to Tampa Bay.
Uh-oh.
So that is a big matchup. I'm looking forward to Dak coming back and being healthy, just to see him play again. Because he was having a great year last year. Chris will attest to that because he was on Chris' fantasy team.
Don't bring it up.
And I mean, seeing him get hurt the way he got hurt was for any player that I would see get hurt that way. I was heartbroken for him, heartbroken for the team.
We do apologize
because Dak is one of the best guys in the NFL. But for me, that's going to be a big matchup. Cowboys. Even though on the power rankings right now, they got them down at 21, which I don't understand. They have every NFC East team under 20. Like last year to me was an anomaly. I don't think you have the repeat of the bad NFC East teams. But I'm looking forward to that game, of course. My Cowboys versus Tampa Bay. And right now they have a line already. Cowboys minus plus 6.5.
Oh man!
Jump all over.
No, get there before the
right now. Chris told me that. Get it early.
Get it early,
you
right?
Gotta get it early.
Because that I don't know, unless somebody get hurt, that line is definitely going down, right? I don't know. The over under, you probably jump on that over probably because it's gonna probably be a high scoring game. But anyway, all right. Moving on to the NBA, and guess what? This was the last week of the NBA picks, and believe it or not, we all went 16-3, but still did not even come close to winning. So
not good enough.
It just tells you how hard it is to pick all these games. I can tell you this. The Celtics were the bane of my existence this year. Anytime I picked them to win, they lost. Anytime I picked them to lose, they won.
Thanks, C's.
Goodness gracious, Celtics. I guess that's why he finished even at 36-36 this year. Who knows? But for the year, we all finished well. I mean, but you know, I finished at 70%. Chris killed it, 75% right? And Joey came in at 72%, which that's a miracle because Joey.
Andy
here's the thing, though.
Not to mention,
there's no spread. There's no spread. You can trust Joey. There's a spread. You can't trust Joey. Just how it works.
That's true.
Well, I think if we had done earlier, because we had 3 weeks where we were all combined, we weren't very good combined. So had we have we might have won another one if we have a full season of this.
Yeah,
I think we'll pop a few. Are they doing it for?
Yeah. Next year, after it's going to start up after the All-Star game next year.
There's money to be won.
So we'll be ready after the All-Star game. We killing
it. On it. What does he do anything for football?
Destroying that whole thing. It'll be like, who are these guys? They keep winning.
Does he do anything for football? Your dad?
Okay, football. We're going to talk about later, right? But yeah, there's I mentioned something similar with football.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about that. Much more people play that football pickup.
Oh, I bet.
That, like an office pool, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that pick them, and it's not against the spread either. Same thing as the NBA picks, right? All right. So that's our NBA picks. Like I said, CJ Squared, and I mean we did a good job. 70% picking teams, right? You can't beat that, right? But doesn't always win
Still not good
in the end, even though you're up there in those big numbers. So
still better than most.
I'm sorry, yeah. I'm gonna pass it on to my man Chris. He has a quick hitter or two for us. So man Chris.
So now it looks like the playoffs are set now with the so right now you got, what is it? It's the Indiana and Charlotte, right? That's
Yep. It's going to be Charlotte. It's going to be at Indiana.
Right. And then you got Boston. Is it Boston at Washington?
Washington is at Boston.
Or Washington.
The Wizards finished as the AC. And Joey did not believe me when I told him this weeks ago.
Did
I not tell you this, Joey?
You did say it.
Okay, all right, okay, good. All
Well,
right.
what does it get you?
It gets you into the playoffs.
It's you Brooklyn.
And then we've got in the West, we've got San Antonio at Memphis.
Memphis gonna kill them.
And then we've got the huge matchup, Golden State and
Ooh,
LA.
you got
Lakers are going to kill them.
You got King James versus the chef. He cooking it up, baby. He cooking it up.
All right, so now we've got, I'm going to go through them real quick. We'll just knock them out. This will be our quick hitters. So we got Indiana and Charlotte. Who you guys taking in that one? JB, who you got?
It's a tough one, man, because, you know, if Malcolm Brogdon is playing and Sabonis is playing and they're at home, I'm going to take the Pacers. But those two teams have played some high-scoring games, but I'm taking the Pacers at home.
All right. And then, Joey, who you got?
LaMelo is back. JB's boy, Scary Terry.
Scary Terry.
Is playing at a high level. They've got the eyes of God on the bench watching them. Literally.
All right. So
God is on the bench watching them. Michael Jordan.
Charlotte?
Michael Jordan.
Talking about Aaron. He's talking about Michael Jordan, man. Talking about Jordan.
The Hornets will defeat the Pacers. Okay. Sorry,
All right. Give me Indiana.
Ooh.
All right, next up, Boston and Washington. JB.
Wizards. The Wizards are going to go to TD Garden and beat them and go be the 7th seed playing against the Nets, Durant versus Westbrook. It don't get no better than that.
Joey, who you got?
The best player on the floor will be a former Dookie. Oh, Jason Tatum may give Washington 44.
Oh, 50, 60.
Boston will be victorious. Boston will be moving on to 7th. They will stay the 7th seed.
You know, and the bad thing is, Chris, before you pick, let me just say this. Since I picked against the Celtics, they're probably going to win.
you might have
said it. Remember, millions
right there.
I'm just saying, it just seems every freaking time.
Give me Boston's limping in with Jaylen Brown out. They're 4-6 in their last 10.
Literally limping.
I'm gonna take Washington.
Woo, me and Chris on the same plane of existence right now.
Doesn't happen often, y'all.
All right, so then that would give Boston, right? Boston and for you, JB, right? It's Boston and Indiana, right?
Yeah, it'd be Boston and it'd be Indiana coming to Boston. Like you said, man, Boston, man, they're the Rip Van Winkle of the NBA right now, man. You don't know what they gonna do.
All right.
But if Malcolm Brogdon and Sabonis are playing at a high level and Boston doesn't have Jaylen Brown and Kimber was hurt too, unless he was just getting rest, I'm gonna go with Indiana beating Boston, man, and Boston finished the season disappointed.
Oh, so you're locking.
I got my two get in are the
Washington,
Wizards,
the 7th seed, and then Indiana. It makes
the 8th seed. Yep, that's what I got.
All right, Joey, for you, it's Boston, or no, Washington, Charlotte for you.
The guards. This is the battle of the guards. And even though he's been hot, I have a feeling he may shoot them out of the game. Scary Terry and the Young Buck will show the so-called best backcourt in the NBA, not named CP3 and Devin Booker. They will show them they are the better backcourt for that night.
So your
Charlotte goes through.
Your 7-8 is
Celtics and Hornets.
Celtics Hornets. All right, I'm with JB on this. I got Boston. I got Boston going through. So it's Washington, Boston.
So I had Washington and Pacers. You got Washington.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So I got Washington, Boston right there.
Okay, so you got the Wizards. You got the Celtics at 8.
Yeah, so they're just flip flopping.
Yeah.
Flop.
Okay.
All right, now we're heading out west.
Woo.
San Antonio, Memphis.
All right, I'm gonna go with this one first. I think Pop didn't want to be in the play-in game. I think that the Spurs really don't have any star talent. DeRozan is a good player, but he's not a superstar. But I think that Ja Morant is on the edge of being a superstar. And they got Jaren Jackson back. Dylan Brooks playing that bruising defense. I'm going with Memphis moving on to defeat the Spurs.
All right, Joey.
I sat there and watched Tim Duncan give his speech on Saturday, and I saw the way that he spoke of Pop, and I saw the emotion coming out of Pop from the whole Tim Duncan speech, which was marvelous. Pop has just been motivated even more. The Spurs will defeat the young Memphis Grizzlies.
Jeez.
They will defeat the young Memphis Grizzlies because of the one thing that they have that no one else has is a Pop. Popovich is
they got a Pop.
They got a
Pop, all right.
Was it?
They about to get popped.
was his speech all about fundamentals?
A big fundamental.
It was funny. He said that he was not comfortable being up there, and he wished that he wasn't up there.
Oh,
yeah, that sounds like Tim Duncan too.
Yeah, for real.
Really
okay, you peep his hairstyle?
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask that.
He's got some nice dreads. He's got some.
Yeah,
nice
but he should. Okay, yeah, never mind.
He's got
nice dreads. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Dreads.
I'm gonna leave it at that, Joey. I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right, so how JB has struggled with Boston and picking them correctly, San Antonio has been my team that I can't get right. So I feel like whatever I pick here is gonna have the opposite's gonna happen. So I'd rather see Memphis just because of Morant. I think they're just more young and exciting. So I'm gonna go Memphis here.
Ooh.
All right, this is the big one: Golden State, LA. This is the matchup. This is the matchup.
This ain't close.
Well, JB, we'll give it a JB
close.
first.
Give it to me. I mean, I'm just looking forward to Steph Curry go out there and putting on a show. And I'm telling you, the Lakers cannot guard this guy. Early in the year they played, the dude went off on him. Who they gonna put on? LeBron can't guard Steph Curry. You're going to put Dennis Schroeder on him. You're going to put Kadavius Caldwell Pope. It's not going to matter. But the problem is the Lakers got better players all around. So I'm going with the Lakers here to win at home and end up playing the Suns in the first round.
All right, Joey.
Lakers will win by more than 10.
Oh, geez. I want to be different here just to give us something, but I do think I think the Lakers are just too good. So
that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer.
I'm taking LA.
I'll tell you what, it'd be a big upset if it happens. It'd be a big one of the biggest upsets in NBA history, basically.
Double-digit victory.
That would be sweet though, but I'm taking LA. All right, so now for JB, it would be Golden State and Memphis.
The game today came down to the wire until at the end when Steph put he just knocked down like 3 big threes to widen that gap. My dad bet on that game and he won because the Warriors covered. So I think the Warriors will cover again against the Grizzlies. I think the Grizzlies show they have no answer for Steph Curry. Dylan Brooks did a decent job, but the dude still had 41 points. So I'm going with the Warriors.
a decent job on the guys knocking down 40. Pat on the bat for that one.
Yeah.
All right, Joey, who you got? You got Memphis. Yours is Golden State, San Antonio.
The young boys are going to go into the new Coliseum that they are playing in. And
they play in San Francisco now.
They do play in San Fran.
Yeah.
The young, exciting, soon-to-be stud, Ja Morant is going to show the old guard.
Stop. You already said when the Grizzlies lost to the Spurs, they gone. So Ja Morant ain't playing no more, Joey. Get your stuff right. You Spurs
no. This is DeRozan.
DeRozan, excuse me.
Yeah.
Okay. You said young.
Excuse me for that. DeRozan, the old guard.
Old dog.
There you go. The old
The
guard.
old guard will show the old
Young
tricks,
boys on San Antonio, though.
the old tricks, and get his team through.
Oh, so you got the Spurs. You got the Spurs at 8. Okay, all right. You get the Spurs. Okay.
I gotta go. No, we've got what? So right now we've got San Antonio, Golden State, right?
So right now, Chris, your two teams left will be the Grizzlies playing the Warriors.
So it basically comes down to, do I think Curry can pull something out of his bag of tricks and carry him? I'll go just to be a little bit different. I'll go Memphis here.
Ooh, okay.
All right. So right now our 8 seeds, you wanna recap it?
Yeah, I will. So right now, for the East, I have the Wizards at 7, Pacers at 8, and for the West, the Lakers at 7 and Warriors at 8. Joey for the East has the Celtics at 7, Hornets at 8, and for the West, he has the Lakers at 7 and the Spurs at 8. And then Chris, he has the Wizards at 7, the Celtics at 8, and then for the West, he has the Lakers at 7 and the Grizzlies at 8. So we are all different. There's no
we all love
all
love the Lakers.
Yeah, we all love the Lakers. And yeah,
Sorry,
that's basically it, right?
That's the only team that we're all saying
All consistent on. That's right.
5 straight.
All right, so
5
now,
straight. Yeah, Joey's hot take. The Lakers won 5 straight. Will they make it 6 is the big question. It's gonna be a big game Wednesday night, man. Lakers,
it should be a good
Warriors. One. LeBron hates Steph Curry, even though he claims to like him. We know LeBron had some issues with Steph Curry back in the day. And I don't know if the issues are resolved yet. What do you think, Joey?
We're gonna definitely see. There was definitely there's been something going on between them. I think they may have squashed it, but come playoff time,
I'm gonna tell you,
nothing squashed.
The Celtics did not want to see Westbrook and Bill come into town, and I'm telling you right now, Joey, Chris, that's gonna be a game.
Yeah.
If I'm telling you, if Kemba Walker ain't playing, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's the Wizards, man. I'm telling you, the Wizards gonna make it in at 7 or 8. They're gonna be in there, 1 of the 2.
Sounds like a hot take there.
Yeah, I'm telling you. All right, I said this weeks ago though. Didn't I say it weeks ago?
You've been saying that.
Yeah, the Wizards
have been.
Since the All-Star break, Westbrook has been on a tear, and I said that the Wizards will make the playoffs.
Yes, you did.
And you said they wouldn't, but that's all. That's different.
I said, what does it matter?
It does matter. It matters for the city. The city needs that energy, right? I mean, DC needs that, right? We need that energy in the area for the Wizards to be relevant, man. Goodness gracious. Even though the Wizards weren't getting in back in the day when they had Gilbert Arenas and Butler and Jameson, it was still fun. It was exciting to watch them play, go to a game. You see the jump shots and turn around, Agent Zero, Jameson putting up big numbers, Caron Butler. I'm excited to see them play. I'm happy for Westbrook and Bill, because at one time Bill was real upset that he thought the team wasn't going anywhere. They were last in the league, and now they made the playoffs. So yeah, give them the kudos. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying at the end of the trade deadline, why would you not move Beal? So
yeah, I remember that.
And I remember, I think a lot of people were saying you got to move that dude because he's just sitting there. There's
inevitable.
hey, this is a good segue, right? Because we're talking about some talented players now. One of the moments we're waiting for, right? Because we always got the good content, right? We are going to unveil the first annual CJ Squared All NBA teams. So each of us picked our players, and we had a ranking. We gave players 3 for a first team vote, 2 for a second team vote, and 1 point for a third team vote. The NBA, I know those y'all don't know, because I had to explain this to Joey and Chris as well. That the NBA, all NBA teams are not like the All-Star game. All NBA teams have 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center. That's it. And that's why it's so tough to pick, man. So many good players in the NBA. I mean, we have a guy. We have a guy who had a historic year. Hell, his name's not even on there.
Nope.
He didn't even make it. He
Nope.
didn't get 1 vote from us.
He ain't getting here.
So, all right, time for the big unveiling, right? So I'm gonna share my screen. Yeah, because you know that's what we do. And we ain't got no big production company. So I'm sharing my screen on Zoom. So don't be hating. Right. I'm sharing my screen. Okay. All right, here we go.
Here.
All right, here we go. Got that CJ Square All NBA playing, right? And I think it may be some sound effects here. Got a little, oh, look at that right there.
Look at that.
Oh, we got another one.
Anywhere else.
Woo!
You won't get this anywhere
Oh,
else.
look at that dude right there, JB, rocking that ODU hat and a Texas State dad t-shirt. I got my first team was Lillard, Curry, Giannis, because I can't say that name without messing it up. I got Joker, right, and Doncic, right, and that's my first team. Embiid, Irving, Bill, Williamson, Randall, who snuck in there for me. I got Capella. I got Paul, Leonard. I did add Leonard. I forgot I did add that guy. Tatum and Mitchell. That's my team, right? I let you tell your team there. The next person up is my man Chris. You know, you can look at my team a little bit longer. Chris is about to pop up here in a second. You know, there we go.
Oh, there, look at all. I'm so confused. That's why I didn't add Doncic, right? All right, yeah. So first team, Curry, Lillard, Giannis, Jokic, and Kawhi. So it was close to JB's first team.
Yeah.
Then Embiid, Paul, Harden, Durant. I'm a big Durant guy, so that might be a little bit of a homer pick.
Hard to get on there.
And Randall, and then Beal, Irving, James, Tatum, and Towns. So, yeah.
The big cat.
The big cat.
I never see the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Not where he is.
That's
all right. But anyway.
All right, now, how about the sweet picture coming up?
The real team.
Here we go. We got my
real
man.
team.
We got my man Joey. You know, Chris was confused. Man, Joey was angry. He was upset.
Show him the squad. Show him the squad.
He's upset.
First team. I got Steph having a historic year. I have who's going to finish second in the MVP running. CP3. God. We got the Greek Freak coming in again with his another efficient year. We got the soon-to-be MVP Jokic right there, and then we got Luka. We have Don, who I would really like to be on my first team, but according to the rules, Joel Embiid, who actually made a face just like this when Kawhi hit that corner shot in Toronto. We got Dame, maybe the best guard in the entire world. Bradley Beal, I decided to give him props after doing a little bit of studying and analysis of what he's been going through.
Yeah.
I got a future first team All-Pro Zion making his appearance, and Julius Randle, who have led my beloved Knickerbockers back to the
promised land.
Let's go to the third team. Gobert, the third best center in the league, the best defender at center in the league. Claw has made an appearance. The King is here.
The King.
Donovan Mitchell and
Booker.
Good. I don't know who's better between Donovan Mitchell and Booker. Is it Donovan Mitchell?
It's difficult, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
but there you go. My three squads.
Yeah. All right. So the big unveil. So we took our teams and we kind of combined them to see who would be on our All NBA, the first annual All NBA team from CJ Squared. Y'all, you guys thinking that CJ Square is just a fad? You watch. Gonna be like our third, fourth, fifth annual. We're gonna be growing with gray hairs.
It's going.
We're gonna keep it going, right? Keep it going. So here is the CJ Squared All NBA team coming up here after we look at Joey's face for a little bit. Here we go. All right. So the guys with the stars, these guys were our consensus first team players. We had the Chef. We had Dame Dollar. We had the Greek Freak. We had the Joker. We had Luka the Don. Right. Second team. We had the Process.
Trust it.
CP3.
MVP.
Bill, I don't know your nickname, bro, but I'm assuming you'll get one sooner or later because you putting up big numbers, bro. The Claw. Right, we had the surprise second teamer. I think Julius Randle, just coming up big for the New York Knicks this year.
Hey.
Third team, a toss up. We had a couple of guys with one vote, but Gobert plays on the NBA's #1 ranked team, best record. So with him, we had Kyrie Irving, possibly the best handles and the best finisher in the NBA.
Best guard in the world.
We had Donovan Mitchell. I forgot his nickname. Anyway, Donovan, giving you a shout out. You guys, Utah Jazz. Y'all got, y'all #1 seed. Now, what you gonna do with it, bro? What you gonna do with that #1 seed?
What you gonna do?
And we got my man Zion, just unstoppable in the paint. Unstoppable, right? Unstoppable. When that dude, if he ever gets a 3-point shot, gee, he gonna be he already a monster. He gonna be Godzilla. He's gonna be unstoppable. Godzilla! And then we got Easy Sniper. We got Kevin Durant sneaking up there in that third team. It's so many players that got left off. So many good players in the NBA.
They were.
Durant was the only player that made it on here that kind of didn't qualify on the stats because of games played. But everybody else kind of met that requirement, even though the only player I think that played most of the games this year was, I think, the Joker. I think he played at least 71.
I think Joker played them all. Yeah.
All of them, right? That's why, and that's one reason why this year in particular, he gonna be the MVP, because a lot of guys are in the running, but a lot of guys got hurt, and the Joker just kept on putting up good numbers. So right now, I guess we're going to kind of talk about our picks as compared to the NBA All NBA team. I kind of shared my thoughts. I thought that Kawhi, he was one of my third teams on Chris's first team. I didn't think he had a great year, but he still put up decent numbers, played enough games. I think for some reason the Clippers aren't playing the defense you would think they could play with their point guard they got. They got Rondo. They got the nuisance. What's Patrick Beverly, and they got Paul and Leonard, two of the best wing defenders in the league. But I don't know, right? But and then Durant. Durant is a first team NBA player, but he just missed so many games this year. I don't think, for me, even though I voted for him, I didn't think that maybe I didn't vote for Durant. I'm sorry. He's the only guy I can say maybe is in the wrong spot, right? I voted for Capella for my center because he led the league in rebounding and was second behind. He was second or third behind Gobert in block shots. So I think he was comparable in terms of defense at center, but Gobert is a very good pick.
You were rewarding him for being good on your fantasy team, Jason.
No, I did not. The dude averaged 15 points, 14 boards, 2.1 blocks. What more can you ask from a center, right? So no, I thought for me personally, he outplayed Gobert this year. That's just me, right? Gobert didn't have many 20-20 games. Capella had a couple of those games, right? So that's why I just thought that Capella had a better year. But I'm good with Gobert. I'm good with Gobert. I'm good with everybody else on here. I'm good with everybody on here. Just, I do have a question. I'm gonna shoot it to Chris. How could Chris leave Luka off all of his teams? That's the big question. That's the question that everybody that's watching
wants
was going to watch.
You know he's got an answer. You know he has an answer.
I know he does. Go ahead, Chris.
All right, so I look at it as good as Luka is. I don't trust his efficiency. Really, if you look at his per 100 possessions, which to me is a stat where it's all equal at that point per 100 possessions, where is he ranking amongst the other elite players that we discussed? And I took Lillard, Curry, Durant, Giannis, Kawhi, Harden, the guys who we this year all, in those positions were all elite type of players. His offensive rating per 100 possessions, it's much closer to Beal and Levine than it is. His offensive rating is a 114. Bradley Beal's offensive rating is a 114. You look at Lillard's is a 125. Durant's is a 121. Giannis, nobody else in those guys' level, they're all way better than Luka is, which shows to me he's a volume guy, right? I don't necessarily need my suit. If they're an elite player, they shouldn't always need the ball in their hands to dominate. I'm not saying that they don't have the ball in their hands, but if Bradley Beal gets those same amount of possessions as Luka does, he puts up the same numbers, and then he's the same type of player. The other guys are better to me at the elite level. And of those guys, most of those guys are shooting above 50%. The guys who aren't, Lillard, Curry, Luka, and Harden, the guards, they blow him out of the water on the free throw line, right?
Amen to that.
He's shooting 73% from free throw.
He's a jump shooter.
Yeah, but Chris, how could you even include Harden based on what he did at the beginning of the year? I couldn't put him on there.
Well, and Joey said that also. But
I couldn't put him on there because you dogged it because you wanted to leave. You don't get no NBA all NBA team recognition from me. You don't get that.
I get the, but at one point people were talking about him as an MVP.
They
right?
were. Guess what? And I wasn't.
No, but I mean, he was putting up those numbers. Luka, if you look at all of his numbers, only one of his numbers in those per 100 is better this year than last year, which means he's not the player he even was last year. His team hasn't taken necessarily the jump up that he was, right? They were a bottom tier playoff team last year. They're a bottom tier this year, right?
But they're the fifth seed. Well, I gotta say this though. Luka, you're right. Maybe he's not as efficient, but his team asked him to do a lot with the ball. And the dude clutch.
Yeah, but if you look at the other,
give me with that side step on the left hand side.
But if you look at those other,
give me Luka right there in that spot every time.
If you look at those other two, the other two, Lillard and Curry, they smoke him as far as being efficient and also. First off, you don't want him with the ball. You're saying clutch. If a guy's shooting 73%, I don't necessarily know if I want him with the ball in his hands at the end of the game.
Chris, have you watched enough basketball this year?
I obviously know I'm not saying that he isn't good. I'm just saying that if you need that much volume,
no. I'm not saying that you're not saying he's good. I'm saying, have you not watched the end of games they've played this year?
Oh, I have. Remember, I lost that freaking bet because of him. So I definitely know he can kill me.
The dude is clutch, and
but so is Lillard and Curry.
But remember though, Curry and Lillard on the first team, right?
Right, and
we got Luka as a forward because really he's a forward.
But if you take, I had Paul, right? So I have Paul, which I think he's as good as it gets as a floor general, right?
Oh yeah,
and I'm putting him above that because of what he provides to Phoenix.
Yeah.
So then my other guard is Harden, which you're arguing against, but I don't think Luka was an MVP at all this year. Where I think that Harden was playing at that level. So you could argue against Harden that he played bad and he missed some games, but when he was on the court, he's more efficient of a player. He's a better player, I think, than Luka at this point. So you could get him in against Beal, but I think he's closer to Beal than people want to give him up to. I think Beal, as of this year, outscored him, And then Irving has been dominant. I could argue third team, but I don't think he's first or second team in my opinion.
90, 50, 40.
All your arguments are good, but I just don't see how you leave him off of every team. That's
No,
all
and I
I'm
get
saying.
it, but I like
That
to
was just tough. I mean,
I like to
Luka?
stir the pot a little bit as well.
Okay, yeah,
got
you
one
stirred the
problem
pot a lot on
with
that one.
Luka.
That was
He's
some
stirring
pot
it.
stirring.
He's stirring it.
That was some gumbo.
Let me get the.
Yeah,
Let me
that
get
was
the
that was gumbo with the shrimp, the sausage, potatoes.
Hey,
celery.
I swung for the fences trying to sway you guys.
did
It
on
didn't
that one.
work.
Now, I mean,
And
I would say that on yours, I liked all your picks except one, and the one guy you left off.
All right.
I did not like the Towns pick. Towns just
Cat.
doesn't. He just doesn't. I mean, he just doesn't equal winning. I just don't get it. He should
Yeah,
be
but
a winner.
I'm
me
a
see
little
what you
bit
playing,
more of
JB.
I'm probably the further of the three of us of strictly a stats guy. So I'm gonna get
Okay.
knocked because like where I didn't take Mitchell or Gobert. Gobert is probably not as good of a stats guy as Towns is, but he
No.
doesn't win like him, right? So
yeah. He doesn't.
Correct.
He doesn't add to winning. You would think Cat would add to
Right.
winning. He's had multiple chances, and he just.
But
I don't
I
know.
also knew that kind of going in, so I knew I wanted to have an analytical take on it because I knew it would balance our teams out. So
All right. You always about that balance, Chris.
Yes, he
About
is.
that balance. You
Balance
balance me.
the force.
You balanced me right out of 17 wins this week. So go ahead. Go ahead, Joe.
oh, Dad.
That's all good. Go ahead, Joe H. Go ahead. What you got?
Let me just bring one thing up, please. This is very, very simple to the millions that are listening out there. Because I know that I'm going to have haters
Oh, you got haters all the time.
on CP3.
Oh my God.
This
First team,
is
yeah, you got haters right here.
the audacity, if I can quote one of the greatest Christmas flicks of all time, The Grinch, live action version. The audacity for you all to really think that CP3 should not be in the MVP voting and should not be on first team. Let me remind everybody what the Phoenix Suns were last year. The Phoenix Suns had 34 wins last year. 34 wins. Phoenix Suns this year, 51 wins. 51 wins. It is something when you are around a leader, a general. JB, I would like to, I think I parallel this, me myself personally, I parallel this. I say this, JB. I got my master's degree in education from the University of Mary Washington, but I didn't really get my master's degree in education until I walked away, until I came into the environment, the atmosphere of Grand Park Middle School. When I walked away from the great leadership that I was with every day, it took me to a whole nother level of being a professional educator. That's what Devin Booker is feeling right now. Devin Booker is me. And JB is CP3. I took my game to the next level when I had the general there of education there, right there with me. I went to a whole nother level.
I appreciate that.
Booker's feeling right now.
I appreciate that, but I disagree with with everything you're saying.
So Joey, for you, it's something I can't necessarily quantify with stats. Is just an ability to lead a team.
I feel it, Chris. I feel it. There's nothing.
I can't quantify that.
CP3. I mean, we see it look what he did with OKC last year.
Yeah,
Right.
I know.
Supposed to be a wasted year. Look what he did.
But Joey, I mean, my argument against the Phoenix Suns improvement is that even without Chris Paul, this was a team on the come up.
They had a lucky run in the bubble.
Luck.
They had a lucky run in the bubble
I
last
disagree.
year.
They won all their games in the bubble. This was a team on the come up. And even though, yes, Chris Paul improved that team, yes. And he should be in the MVP discussion. Not number 2, not more than Embiid. I'm sorry, Joey. right? He ain't first team All NBA with Lillard and Curry playing. I'm sorry. He's not. He's not a better player than Lillard or Steph Curry right now. I disagree. But hey, we can agree to disagree on that, right? Chris Paul.
Who did Phoenix play last year in that bubble? Who was actually playing for real when they played Phoenix? Who was really playing? I mean, they won them all.
I don't know. I know they won a hot, and I know that this year Phoenix is playing good. They brought in Jay Crowder. He helped the coach on defense, right? Yes, and the other guys got better. Booker a year older, Aiden's a year older, Bridges is a year older, right? They bring in Cameron Payne. He kind of resurrects his career. So it's Chris Paul, yes, he did make a difference with Phoenix, but he's not the only difference.
Maybe
I'm sorry.
Maybe Crowder should be third team, Joey.
Don't go there, Chris. Don't even go there.
Saying, man.
Don't even go there.
I mean, Chris Paul fell on our what? He fell on what team? The third team for us?
Unfortunately.
I mean,
probably
Rams probably put him on the second team. No, he finished second team for us, Joey.
Second team.
Joey wants him. Joey wants him first. He's not good enough.
First team. Remember,
Lillard would have been consensus if Chris would have. You would have voted for him, Joey.
Yeah, because Joey,
me and Chris put Lillard on the first team because it's Dave's dollar time.
Because what I said is Lillard has to be Booker and Paul, right? He has to dominate on. He has to be the floor general, but he also needs to be able to carry them in scoring at times.
Yeah, he has to.
Paul doesn't really have to do that. That's the difference to me. I'm not saying that
CP3 has to. He is all these young kids who know nothing about winning. Nothing.
Yeah, all those 5-star guys who played on great teams in college.
All they care about is
those
stats.
Kentucky guys and those Arizona guys know nothing about
winning. They're just wild. They're a wild bunch. They know nothing about nothing. They don't know how.
Frank Kaminsky knows nothing about winning. Yeah, okay.
It's like when Principal Joe Clark walked into Eastside and he saw what is happening around here.
Woo.
That's what CB3 walked into when he walked into that locker room. He was like, you know what? I see talent in here.
So the coaching don't matter either, right?
Like
the coach
Crowder,
on the floor. The coach is dribbling the basketball.
Let's lead, Crowder.
Oh, Lord. Come on, man.
Crowder and Paul are looking around like
yeah.
Crowder's like, what we gonna do, boss?
Yeah.
CP3 is like, you know what? We're gonna lead, Jay. We're gonna lead. Follow my lead. Get behind me.
So Chris Paul was your big one. I guess you could not get away from the teeth of LeBron James, could you? You still had to suckle on the teeth of the king.
I will,
because you had the king on here. Me and Chris didn't have him on our teams at all.
No, I had him at third, I think. I had him at third team, I think. Did I have him at
no, it's no, you didn't. Joey does. You don't have him on your team.
I don't think. You know what? I don't think.
Oh, Chris does have him on his third
team.
Yes,
he does. Okay.
So both of y'all had him on there. So I didn't have him because I didn't think he played enough games. Of course, LeBron James would be a first-team All-NBA guy every year. They still might vote him for it. They probably still put him on there, right? You know, NBA is political.
Me and Joey had that argument today.
We had that argument.
Better not.
I mean, because the NBA is political, right? They
better not.
They may this year. They may say, you know what? We're going to make Luka a guard this year and not have him on there, and let's slide LeBron up there in that first team.
Let's slide him on up there.
So I mean, here's my next question for y'all, because this has been a great conversation. Who do y'all see from our team? Who are your most obvious snubs? Give me one of your two snubs you got, Chris, on our All NBA team for CJ Squared.
I would have thought the way you mean who I thought didn't make it that on ours that should have made it.
Yeah, any snubs.
I would have thought Tatum would have made it. I think just from I just think they would want to throw him on there just because he's a young guy, young face of the. I could see him making third team. I could see Durant not making it just because, you know, the NBA does a good job of pushing young stars. So I could definitely
Williamson's up there, right?
I could definitely see Tatum, Durant being off just because the numbers, Irving maybe being off because he didn't play it, and maybe throwing one for Tatum.
Yeah, Irving did meet that threshold. He's on that on the stats thing. He met the threshold.
Yeah, so
90, 50, 40.
Irving this year?
90, 50, 40.
Irving is he can absolutely take over a game when just from the scoring standpoint, just dominate a game. I mean, they got 3 guys on their team. The Nets got 3 guys on their team that can be all NBA first team, can dominate a game anytime they wanted to. So that's gonna be a tough out. So anybody else? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joey. Who you got that you think that's
who we may end up seeing? We may end up seeing Devin Booker in there somewhere.
Okay.
Devin Booker may end up making.
You think so? You think enough room for Booker and Paul? I don't know.
The best backcourt in the NBA.
Booker was hot. You know, the only thing I would say about those two is Booker and Paul is their 3-point shooting isn't as efficient as some other guards, right? They're not really big 3-point shooting guards. They are more mid-range games, especially Paul. In the games, that mid-range game is deadly, and Devin Booker is the same way. He got that phantom call other night against somebody to get to the free throw line to beat the Trailblazers. But for me, I'm gonna just tell you guys, you know who I'm gonna say, and I cannot believe it, is that, you know, it just tells you just how much talent is in the NBA and just how many great players. And
so many.
I think we in an age of the NBA where defense isn't really a premium. You need defense to win championships, but defense isn't a premium to get on one of these teams, I guess.
No, it's not.
Because how did we leave off a dude who averaged a triple-double? Dude broke. I'm gonna give Westbrook a shout out. Westbrook, I'm sorry. Dude, you broke Oscar Robinson's record for most triple doubles, a record that people said nobody could. Jay Kidd himself said nobody would ever break that record. You broke the Wizards single season record and not even playing a full season for triple doubles. You are averaging a triple double.
Congrats, Brody.
Right. But I guess the big thing is, Russ, when Bill wasn't playing, y'all just didn't win. Right. I guess if y'all would have won some of those games when Bill was not playing, because without Bill, you guys were like 1-13. And I guess most of those games you were playing and you guys didn't win. So, but man, how do we leave off a guy that averages a triple double?
It does hurt.
You know, one more player that I was thinking of that we would just talked about earlier in a couple shows ago was Zach LaVine. He fell off. He got hurt at the end. The Bulls fell off, but he was having a heck of a year. He's actually, if you look at his numbers, him and Beal are really similar. But you know, I think the fact that they didn't make the playoffs, he actually has a better win share, actually the same win share as Beal. He turns the ball over the same. I mean, he doesn't score as much, but he's still averaging almost 28 a game. Yeah, the Bulls the Bulls fell off, and I think he got
winter COVID.
I think the Bulls gonna have a good team to build on next year. They get a nice new draft pick in there, help them out. Yeah. But I mean, we also didn't have Harden on our All NBA team, and this is what I'm saying. Harden, one of the best players in the NBA. But at the beginning of the season, you dogged it. I'm sorry.
Definitely did that.
I'm sorry. I don't care what level you on.
You were no matter what he did, you were done.
I was done. I don't care. I mean, you cannot do that.
Yeah.
You cannot do that. And then not only did he dog it, he took a dump on his teammates.
Yeah, he definitely did that.
He dumped on his teammates. And you can't do that. I don't care what level you're playing on. You can't dog it. And when you are expected to be one of the best players in the world,
do your job.
And and then you take a dump on your teammates in the
Do your
process of
job.
trying to leave. I'm sorry. No.
Do your job. Bottom line.
Yeah, keep that behind closed doors for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but you know, the NBA, the way it is and how they do stuff, he'd probably be first team or something.
Probably would. You
You know what I'm
never know.
saying? And you know, but anyway,
Do your job.
that was a good segment, right? You know, when the all NBA teams come out, we definitely take a look back and see what ours is to compare to the writers.
Yeah.
So we'll see, right?
Now,
See if, we took
right,
a dump
so-
on them.
It's time for the segment really that you all come to see, right?
tell him, JB.
I mean, what can I say? The Elite Eight is the best Elite Eight. We have extended our reach past the continental US.
Yes, we have.
We are now reaching the outskirts of Antarctica
Oh, man.
Oh my
and
God.
the outskirts of Siberia as well. We're everywhere.
jeez.
CJ Squared is the top Elite Eight in the world.
Our
Oh,
Elite Eight, our Elite Eight is so hot. It is causing the glaciers in Antarctica to melt. It's global warming. That's why the Biden administration is trying to cap us.
They're
Thanks a lot,
trying to put what's called right. EPA been calling. You know, I'm on the phone with some Biden
like,
administration. Like, dude,
Shut
no,
it
man,
down. Shut it down.
keep it is hot, baby.
They're like, you're causing a gas shortage.
That's right. That's right. We
Really?
out
They were
here,
looking for-
causing gas shortages.
They were looking for. We were
You know,
creeping around.
cicadas is coming up. We're causing cicadas to wake up. You know, we're just causing problems.
We were creeping around.
The Elite Eight is a problem.
Yes.
But
Yes,
it's the
it
best.
And let me remind the millions out there, this is a
Hi,
majority
millions.
rule, a majority rule situation. So we just need two. You may not like what we say in this Elite Eight, but it's the CJ Squared Elite Eight. The topic for this edition happens since the overall theme is the NBA.
Yeah, it's kind of laid back one today.
Chris found our topic to be the best NBA jersey.
Yeah, kind of laid back, right?
Currently, the best NBA jersey.
And if also remember, leave the comments below if you
Yeah,
don't like what we picked.
Definitely, yeah. If you got
Everyone,
if you got a better jersey, you got a better idea. Go ahead, kick it. We'll we'll talk about it.
yeah,
Let
hey,
us
let
know,
us know if
please.
you got any Elite Eights you want us to get
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
We're on it.
Best Marvel superhero.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
coming. That's
Ooh.
coming.
That'd be a tough one. That'd be a
Right?
tough one.
Yeah, we don't want to. The Elite
Let
Eight's
me-
the one time we want to get away. If we can get away from sports and stuff, that's what we want to do every once in a while. So
Yeah, this
you guys
jerseys
ever-
though. Yeah, this jerseys, man. Yeah, I
Yeah,
love a
sure.
jersey. I should have. Yeah, I'm gonna bring a jersey out here that y'all gonna love one of these days. I may bring it out. On our next show or our next live show.
Oh yeah, we're in the talk.
Mm.
Get ready, millions.
Ooh,
Get
that
ready.
live show could be coming in sooner than y'all thought.
Get ready, y'all. Let's go over these. Number 1 through 8. Number 1 seed, we got the Los Angeles Lakers. Number
Classic.
2 seed, we got the Miami Heat. Number 3 seed, the Portland Trail Blazers. Number 4 seed, the North Toronto Raptors. Number 5 seed, the Chicago Bulls. Number 6 seed, the Golden State Warriors. Number 7 seed, Philly, the 76ers. And number 8 seed, the Washington Wizards. 1 versus 8, Lakers versus Wizards. Chris, where you going to go?
So I'm gonna take Washington. I like the
Ooh.
even though the Lakers are the classic jersey, and it's the Lakers. I like that Washington's doing with their jerseys nobody else is doing with the blocks, the red and white and blue. I like the blue coloring. So yeah, give me Washington.
Wizards through for Chris.
Ah.
JB, where you going?
Oh,
This is strictly family business for me. My son Jay, he loves the Lakers. He's a Laker diehard. That boy loved some Kobe Bryant. He loved Kobe.
Shouts
So
out to Mamba.
yeah, Black Mamba. rest in peace, man. I'm gonna go with the Lakers, man, to put you on the spot there, Joey.
Joey.
There's one reason why I'm going with this pick to go through to the next round, and the reason is because I would love their jerseys if they had the right name, the Bullets on there. Lakers are going through.
Oh yeah, that Bullets jersey would be sweet.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Bullets jersey. Yeah, well, you know why they got rid of that jersey.
Yes, I know.
Come on, man.
Let's go down.
Bang, bang.
And gold Gilbert Arenas would definitely want him back. Let's go to the bottom of the bracket, the number 2 seed Miami Heat versus the number 7 seed Philadelphia 76ers. Let's see, Chris, where are you gonna go?
Give me Philly. I like the old school look. Actually, the only reason I don't like this jersey is I don't like Fila on there. I'd rather just say Philadelphia or Philly. I don't like that part, but I like that they have the stars. I like that it looks old, but still looks fresh. So, what is it? The Heat was the other one, right? So yeah, the Heat just doesn't really do much of anything for me. I think they're all right, but I'll take Philly.
Philly through.
Going underdogs here.
Yeah, all underdogs. Now, me, since I like the theme of hot. I like keeping it hot on CJ Squared. I got to go with the Miami Heat jerseys. Now, I'm not even talking about them fluorescent ones because those things are like
the city editions. They're
in fuego. Those things, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with the Miami Heat, Joey.
Miami Heat.
I got you again, Joey. Every time.
Miami Heat. You know what? Every single time I do like the old Philly, the Philly jerseys. I always think of Julius cuffing that ball and dunking that ball in the finals on Michael Cooper.
Ooh, that was.
But then I also saw the other day the Miami Heat, that vice versa. Oh my gosh, in their courts. Oh, that is an amazing. Though that color is amazing. I'm gonna send the Miami Heat through.
Oh, you're killing me today.
Heat are through. Let's stay down here at the bottom. We're gonna go to Clutch City.
Ooh, Clutch City.
We got the Portland Trailblazers versus the San Francisco Warriors. JP, where are you going?
You said me first this time?
You are going.
Okay. So, man, there's a guy at my job, man. He loves the Portland Trailblazers. Shout out Mr. Edwards, right? And he was the new Joey when the old Joey left my job. He rocks his Clyde Drexler jersey.
Oh, that's sweet jersey.
He loves his Blazers. But I gotta go with those Golden State Warriors, the city joints. Them things is hot. I love that blue and that gold, man. That color scheme just is nice. I like those Blazer jerseys with that, like the forest colors, those brown ones. I like those too. I gotta go with those Golden State ones, man. Ooh, they hot.
Golden State through for JB. Chris, where you going?
Yeah, so I'm going Portland here. I think I like Golden State's the blue and yellow is sweet. I just don't like the big bridge in the middle. They have like that real big logo. Usually nobody else really has the huge. I mean, I guess it's trying something different, but I like Portland just stays classic looking. They've had that. Seems like they've had that jersey since like way back when.
I like those Rip City ones too.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just classic looking jersey, and I'll go Portland here.
Okay.
Portland through for Chris.
Oh, he's in the
bothers me. That bridge bothers me on that jersey also.
Yeah.
It always has. That bridge does not look good there. And I definitely like the old classic. The Blazers, I was so excited in 92 when the Bulls played the Blazers. That was a finals I was so excited to watch. And that stripe that comes across Portland. I love that stripe for some reason.
Was it a black and white stripe?
Yes, it is. It's black, red, white.
Yeah, I remember that.
Portland is going through. because of that stripe.
Not because they had Kevin Duckworth at center.
Oh, Duckworth.
I love Kevin Duckworth. That was a great team. That was a great
Duckworth.
team.
Yeah,
Terry
Ken
Porter.
Robinson, Jerome
Porter.
Kersey,
Oh.
Terry Porter.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Thanks, Portland.
man.
Danny Ainge.
Ainge.
Let's
Are
go
we
Yeah,
to
on
they
the
did
on that
get
team?
that team.
let's
Yeah,
go
Buck
to
Williams too, didn't
Buck
Yeah,
Williams.
Buck Williams is on
Great.
they? They were loaded. Too bad they played the Bulls.
there.
Top of the bracket. Let's go to the 4 or 5 matchup. We are the North, Toronto Raptors versus the Chicago Bulls. JB, back to you
Dude,
again.
I'm telling you right now. Growing up, when I was growing up as a kid and I moved from the boonies to Richmond, not in the city, but to Chesterfield, the south side of Richmond, we had 2 stations I could watch. WGN
Mhm.
and the team and the station the Bullets played on. The
Uh-huh.
Bullets were some garbage. I used to watch the Bulls. I loved the Bulls before they started winning championships, and I would always love that Bulls jersey. So I got to go with the Bulls here.
Bulls through for JB. Jeff Malone, if you're somewhere watching, please disregard what JB said.
Jeff, no disrespect.
I love Jeff Malone.
They had Jeff Malone. They had Manute Bowe, Muggsy Bogues. They had a whole bunch of
Bernard King.
Darryl Walker. Remember Darryl Walker?
Oh yeah.
That's a good team.
Darryl Walker. I think
Where
he
you
was the
going
guy
first?
who had the most triple doubles for the Wizards before Russ broke it.
Who was the white dude that went to UCLA?
Don McClain?
Tom
Was he on that
McClain,
team?
yeah.
Yeah, he
Don
was
McClain.
on there. He
Don
was on there. I
McClain,
think.
who also was in Jordan's bubble when he's filming Space Jam.
Oh, was he?
Okay.
He was.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah,
this
story
one's
about
not
that
even
bubble.
not even close for me. I don't even really like Toronto's jersey, and Bulls is one of the most iconic jerseys in all of sports.
Iconic.
So yeah, it's not. I mean, it's a classic jersey. It's just with Jordan, I'm taking the Bulls.
Ooh.
Joe, you don't get a vote on this one.
I don't get
you
a
finally
vote.
don't get a vote.
It would have been unanimous.
Yeah, all right.
Have we
Yeah,
had
the
gone.
North. No, those Toronto one with the Raptor on it, I like those too.
Yeah. You're talking the older ones with the
like
those
the
are
ones
sweet.
when Vince Carter did
Yeah.
the elbow dunk. Oh my goodness.
Over.
That team had Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady.
Yes, they
Jeez,
did. Yes,
nasty.
they did. And
Yeah,
Charles
Damon Stoudemire too.
and Charles
Oh,
Oakley.
Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse. That left hand jump shot. That dude was sweet too.
Let's go to the bottom of the bracket. We have a 2 versus 3 seed game going on here. The number 2 seed, the Miami Heat, versus the number 3 seed, the Portland
That's a difficult
Trailblazers.
choice, man. A lot of red, black,
Not
and
fair.
white.
We definitely have a theme going. Red, black,
Yes,
and
we
white.
do.
Like,
Yes, we do.
Red, black, and white. Man, that's
Yes, we do. Where you going, Chris?
give me Portland here. That I like that old school style, and it still works. So just give me Portland.
Portland
Rip
through
City jersey.
for Chris.
That New Jersey they got with that brown one, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's,
Yeah.
that city one.
Where you going, JB?
I told you, man, I gotta keep it hot, bro.
Oh,
I gotta keep it hot, man.
Uh-oh,
and,
Joey.
and the Heat,
Ooh.
man. My goodness, man. That Heat jersey, yeah,
Ooh.
the color scheme is nice, but are you saying that vice versa? Man,
Oh, yeah. That city edition.
Right.
Is,
Oh,
that's city
gosh.
edition. But yeah, you talking about city editions right now, but I'm telling you that I like the Heat. I go with the Heat right here.
all
Put
right,
the
Joey.
onus on you there, Joey.
I love that vice versa. Oh my goodness.
Oh
It's
yeah,
hot.
I know where you're going already.
It is hot. It is hot. But the Blazers
There it is.
old school,
There it is.
the Blazers old school jerseys. Oh my goodness, I just can't. It just takes me back to my childhood. And I'm also thinking of Bulls versus Blazers, the Sega game, Bulls versus Blazers. Let's
Sega.
go Blazers.
Sega
Let's go-
Genesis?
let's go
Oh my
Blazers.
God, you took it way back.
Let's go Blazers. Blazers
There it is.
are through the
Sega Genesis.
finals.
Ooh, man, I just love Sega Genesis.
All right, let's go to the top. We got number 1 seed Lakers versus the number 5 seed Chicago Bulls. JB, where you going?
Man, you talking about a tough choice. My goodness. You got the Lakers and you got the Chicago Bulls. You got
this is a tough one here.
You got Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, Horace Grant, Paxson, Armstrong. You got the new guys. You got Levine. But the Lakers, you got Magic. You got Kobe, you got Shaq, you got Dan Rice, James Worthy, Michael Cooper.
Those purples.
Man, the Lakers. Man, this is a tough decision. All right, so
those purples.
I gotta go Lakers, man. Lakers, I think the Lakers might be the most. The Lakers and another team that we don't have on here may be like the most iconic jerseys, but
those purples. Lakers
purple and gold.
Oh.
remember the Converse go with them?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
The purple and gold.
The purple and gold.
Those sweatpants off in that Converse commercial.
Yeah. Even though I love the Bulls, and I love that color scheme growing up, and I love just watching them play. I like that Showtime too, believe it or not. I love Showtime in the 80s. I love that Showtime. Hated Boston, love the Lakers. Right? So yeah, give me the Lakers.
Lakers are through for JB. Where you going, Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Lakers.
Joey gets no vote.
As much as I love the Bulls, I think that we already see there's a lot of red and black in here. And then I just think that the Laker, that jersey is just so iconic. I mean, I said the Bulls were, I think the Lakers might be even a step above that. You know what I mean? Really, in all sports, it's up there. And just the fact that the bright yellow, and there's not many teams that are rocking that. So
yeah.
There aren't.
You know, it just looks good. So give me the Lakers.
We got the Lakers through, and now we have a Lakers.
Now it's Lakers.
We have a Lakers versus Blazers championship. Lakers versus Blazers championship. Chris, start it off. Most iconic jersey.
So I just gave a spiel about black and red and white and the Lakers beating it, but I just like the look of Portland. I just think that with their old school look, I'm gonna go Portland here.
Well, I kind of got a feeling where Joey's going, because I guess that Portland jersey, make his nipples hard. I guess I don't know what's going on. Because the way he's talking, that Portland jersey get him excited. That's a tough one. I mean, I voted against Portland twice already, so it kind of tells me where I'm going. And I voted for the Lakers both times. So I'm going with LA here. Shout out Jay Brown. I know you love the Lakers, right? And iconic, man. Lakers championships is just synonymous. I mean, I said Kobe and Shaq all the way back to Jerry West and all those guys back in the day. It was like, what's the guy's name when they played in Minneapolis, right? They played in Minnesota.
Mike.
Right? The Mike and drill, right? Mike. I love that Mike and drill.
Absolutely. Great drill.
The Lakers, man, all day, every day.
All right, Joey, you're up. Let's see if you still get excited for Portland.
And when I saw the black Mamba Laker jerseys, I was like, did they just do this? Did the Lakers really just go with
you have a tail? You have a tail, Joey, just so you know.
Did they really just do this? As great of a jersey as that away Portland jersey is, old school, takes it back to Bulls versus Blazers, the Sega game. Not Genesis, Sega.
The one
Sega game
in the arcade.
The very first Sega. I love playing that game, but the classic Lakers gold, the Lakers purple, and then the Lakers white and the Lakers Mamba is the reason why the Lakers have won this.
Oh man, the Lakers!
Elite
You
Eight.
fooled, Joey, you
Congratulations,
fooled me,
Lakers.
man. You fooled me
He
just
set
now.
that one up, not the norm.
You fooled me because
Congratulations, Lakers.
normally the first one you start with is the one you vote against.
Oh,
So
he switched it.
you had me fooled there for a second. Okay.
Hey,
Dang, man, on this one though, man, it's really no losers, man. All these jerseys are like killer, man. They
so
just
Joey, with Corey comments, is he gonna throw out Utah? Don't
Corey
even,
may throw out that.
If Corey,
you're not gonna go purple.
Corey,
The
do
purple
not
and white. No.
do not put a comment about the Utah Jazz jersey, bro.
that
Utah
is
Jazz
not-
jersey is garbage. Even the new one is garbage. So don't even talk about Utah.
Corey is going to definitely say the old Utah.
No.
Mark Eaton starting.
No, the one with the
But
jazz
we
symbol
did
on it,
leave off.
the
like
green
that.
and blue. No.
We
These
left
both-
off some iconic. We left off the Celtics, the Knicks. There's some big jerseys we
He
left off.
definitely
Yeah,
left some off.
Celtics and Knicks, yeah.
So I mean, if the viewers out there, the millions, leave
The
your
millions that are out there.
comments.
5 millions.
Let us know which jerseys if we made a mistake with the Lakers.
Let us know,
or-
please.
Yes, let us know.
Let us know.
All right. So there we go. Lakers are the CJ Squared best jersey. And now for the last segment of the 10th episode of CJ Squared and sports and stuff, right? Don't forget we sports and stuff. It's time for Joey's hot take. And
No, JB.
okay,
Let us know.
his takes are some of not some. They are the hottest in the business. The hottest.
Sizzling. Sizzling.
I got a 5 shirt beside my desk right now. Just in case
Sizzling.
my computer starts heating up and starts catching fire. These takes are so hot. Now,
Sizzling.
last week we kind of talked Joey down from his hot take. It was kind of lukewarm. And we made him say that his horse would finish first. His horse finished third.
Exactly
he's
what
out
he-
there.
Same drugs.
He originally called it. He
They took
originally
him off
called.
the same drugs.
He called third. We said, "Nah, that's not hot enough."
Ain't hot enough.
He changed it to first,
No.
and then he finished third.
All right. But he did come back strong
So,
with the Lakers hot take. The Lakers did go 5 hot. They notice the theme here. 5 hot.
holla at your boy.
Take.
Holla at your boy.
Yeah, look, they went 5 hot. Okay, they played bums, but Joey called it. They went 5 hot.
JB.
And he even called the win against his team, his heart,
It hurt me.
his Knicks.
It hurt me.
5 hot. So good call that last hot take, Joey. I mean, you're doing a good job here. So
It hurt me.
what you got for us tonight, bro?
JB, as I was analyzing this
Oh, God.
the sports world this past weekend, I came across breaking down the NHL playoffs, which actually began Friday.
Ooh, yeah. Clip
Friday.
Capital
No, was
won.
it Friday or was it Saturday? One of those days.
Yeah.
NHL playoffs. And on my long commute in the mornings,
Ooh, Lord.
I do hear a lot of talk about one of a winning team within the DC area, someone who has won one of the 2 teams that have won championships within the last few years, the
Yeah.
Washington Mystics and the Washington Capitals.
Oh, you forgot the Washington Nationals. That's 3 teams.
Let's not forget the Washington Nationals. One of the three teams. The Washington Capitals are in a playoff dogfight against the Boston Bruins. And my research found out that a lot of the major writers of NHL hockey from ESPN, as well as the actual broadcasters, the majority, 90% of them picked the Boston Bruins to defeat the Washington Capitals.
Ooh.
Well, millions, I'm here to tell you right now, they are wrong. The Washington Capitals will defeat the Boston Bruins in 6 games.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
6. That's a hot
Not-
take right there.
Not even 7. You going to 6.
6 games. The
Uh-oh.
Washington Caps will defeat the Boston Bruins.
Why did
in
you go
6
4-4-4?
games.
Oh,
4-4-4.
I That's a good hot take. Washington, hey, all you Caps fans, your man Joey came through for you. He putting it out there to the world.
Listen
The
to
Caps
me.
will go 4-2 against the Bruins.
4-2.
All right, man. What a show! What a show, man. Man, we have some good content today. Before we go, I gotta give a shout out. To Joey's daughter Elle. Happy birthday! I hope your birthday was amazing. I hope you had fun.
Well done, baby.
I hope your pops wasn't too cheap because I know this dude. I hope he did some good stuff for you. And I also heard that Junior Brothers got SOLs coming up. Crush the SOLs. I know you're gonna crush them. I know your pops has prepared you because I prepared him. So, you know what I'm saying? So before I'm gonna let Chris, got anything you want to say for the millions of fans watching us today, Chris?
Yeah, just keep subscribing. We're starting to pick it up a little bit. Comment. Yeah, we're starting to get a little bit more viewers and heading in the right direction. So we appreciate it for sure.
Yes,
for sure.
Definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, and then hopefully we may have a live show coming up that we're working on. So those are just us chilling, talking, joking
live
around,
shows,
so.
man. Y'all just don't know. You get that behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Let them know.
So yeah, we'll try to update you guys, and so we appreciate it.
Definitely. Anybody that's watching, we do appreciate it.
And happy birthday, Elle, also.
Joey?
Thank you all once again. Keep on tuning in. Spread the word. CJ Squared Sports and Stuff we are growing.
And we legit.
Happen, y'all.
All right, we're out, everybody.
All right.
See you next time. CJ Squared Sports and Stuff. Always doing it